people, you want liberty. And they did that by taking your gun rights away, the Second Amendment. You could barely have a gun. You're by constitutional law, no matter what the laws say, under constitutional law, you're allowed to carry an open carry weapon on your shoulder or on your side. As long as it's not concealed. You are allowed to do that as an American citizen. And people say, oh, we need gun laws and all that. But, you know, take this for example, okay? Somebody walks into a bank. Now, if all the guns were taken off the street, somebody walks into a bank, holds up the bank, oh, give me your money, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's like, hey, here you go, you know? 50 people in the bank. Now, everybody's allowed to have weapons. Guy walks into a bank, give me your money. Everybody says, no, give me yours, you know? 50 people turn around with their guns. Crime rate's going to drop. The crime rate dropped in Detroit when they gave women permits to carry. The carjacking rates went skyrocketing down because it put the fear of God in these criminals. And if they take the guns off the street, there's always going to be black market guns on the black market, you know, for criminals. The crime rate's going to go through the roof. There's going to be a Christmas Day every day for these criminals. Look at over in the UK, for example. The police sometimes can't carry guns. And, you know, there's a guy I seen one video, a guy who was in the store with a little .22. They had 40 cops or whatever. They couldn't do nothing because they were not armed. Now, the reason why the Second Amendment was established is for every American to have a gun and to keep the liberty and justice and everything in this country. And if the government didn't do their part, for Americans to overstep them and say, hey, we're going to restore liberty, and you damn well better believe it, that if our founding fathers were alive today, they would be in a shooting war with the government right now. Now, we're not out here to promote violence. We're out here to promote an information revolution. Information to open your minds, to make you know what's going on in your government, to get out there and write to your legislators, to your senates, to your congressmen, write to them, give them phone calls, tell them, no, we're not going to accept that, we don't want that. Get out there and get active. There's tons of small offices open, like a secretary or something, a mayor or something. Get out there and get active. Okay, you want to do something about it, run for some kind of a small office, work your way up. There's tons of them out there. You know, get involved in the city council meetings. You know, the city's trying to push a law, a new tax law or something. You say no. You know, it's your right as a citizen to be at every one of those meetings. And it's your right to speak your mind at those meetings. Get out there and get involved. Get involved with the things that really matter. Okay, not the American Idol. Who cares about the Biggest Loser? There's going to be 15 of them after, and you got to forget about the one last year. You know, I love football, whatever, but you know, it's not my life. You know, I was a Patriots fan, but, you know, Patriots won, what, 3 years ago? It's all forgotten about now. You know, I mean, it's like whoever the Saints won this year, next year it's going to be forgotten about. It doesn't matter, okay? Get out there and worry about what's going on in your country and what's going on in your city and everything. You know, and it's just disgusting what goes on around here. And people say, oh, we're Americans, we're strong, nothing could happen to me. I'm too dumb drinking my beer, going to the tip bars and everything, and like, you know, as long as my kids stay out of my hair, they can watch whatever the hell they want on TV. You know, that's the typical American person. You feed your kids full of GMO foods, mercury foods, let them get all vaccinated and everything, and you don't care as long as they stay out of here and you get to watch your porn on TV or whatever you want to do. Okay, get out there and get knowledge, okay? There's nothing wrong with having a good time. Go out, have fun, okay? Enjoy life by all means. But you need to take time out of your schedule to know what's going on in your community, to know what's going on in your government. You know, it's just disgusting to see America falling apart. And that's what it's doing, because we got a weak, decadent individuals in this country who do not care about this country. Oh, nothing's going to happen to us. I'm just going to go to my club this week. I'm going to go pick up 4 or 5 girls. Or girls went, oh, what am I going to wear to the club? I got to go out and buy you a new pair of shoes. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, that new song by Gaga, Lady Gaga, whatever. Oh, yeah, that's all they worry about. They can name that pop stars. These guys can name all 52 players on the football team, but can't name 2 amendments in the Constitution. Now, that's not how it was, you know, in the beginning of this country. There were strong Americans out there, physically and mentally. They didn't tolerate this crap going on. They didn't tolerate it with the British. People said, no, we stood up against the British, the tyranny in Britain. You know, that's the way you need to You need to establish the spirit of 1776. And Alex Jones says it best, okay? The answer to 1984 is 1776. That's where I get the shirt off Infowars.com on the shop there. And reason he says 84 because it's a George Orwellian world, 1984. Okay, it's a total takeover of your sovereignty. You're a criminal. Okay, I would be considered a criminal right now for thinking and talking bad about the government. Under this George Orwellian 1984 world, the thought police would come and arrest me. It's happening today. They're pushing bills all the time. A bill got pushed in Rhode Island here not too long ago. It got shot down though real quick. That if anybody talked bad about the government, that they would be arrested. They attacked some guy who used to have a show, I don't know if it was on this station. They had him arrested and everything else because he talked bad about, big government. I mean, you got bums in this state, like Obama. In the state like Kacheri, the governor, who kicks out the homeless people. And look at this guy, he kicked out the homeless people in Rhode Island. Okay, he didn't care. He sent them off to our reservation, because I'm a Native American also. They went to our reservation, okay. Our chief gave them permission to be there because they were kicking them out from under the bridges and the tents and everything. Our chief gave them permission to be there. They got shipped on buses, and when they got there, the state police, under the government's authority, Governor Kacheri, said no, they're not allowed to be there because the land's contaminated. They were kicked out and sent about their way because he don't care about the homeless, okay? Then there was a bill that went through to RFID or school children. Now, a bill went through the legislation, whatever, to veto the bill. They went to Kacheri's office, takes the veto stamp. No, I think it's a good idea that all citizens should be tagged RFID. Yeah, so criminals could go scan our children, know where they are 24/7 with GPS. Total invasion of privacy. This is the tyranny that's going on. Then you had Sheldon Whitehouse kissing Obama's ass, okay? Saying, if you disagree with Obama healthcare, you're a racist and you're a terrorist, plain and simple. Who the hell are you to call anybody a racist and terrorist? It's our First Amendment and the Constitution. Our God-given right to say what we want to say and what we think. That's the reason why these people are scumbags, okay? And I live here in Rhode Island, and I don't care because I'll stand up right to these scumbags' faces and tell them to their face. And if they want to send a Clooney's, come down and do it. You know what I mean? And it just pisses me off because these people out there are too busy worrying about the hell's going on, and which are sports and everything else. And why are you doing that? Let me disclose why you're sitting there sleeping, people. What's been being pushed through without you knowing about it, without your approval. Without your vote, what's been being pushed through because they know you're sleeping. They know you don't care. And this is what's been going on behind your backs. Okay, we discussed the Copenhagen Treaty. They were close to signing it, and Obama says when it comes time, he will sign it. And he also declared he doesn't care what Congress or the U.S. people have to say about it. He will use his president dictatorial powers under PD-51 to sign the Copenhagen Treaty. That's a one world government, one world cashless society, and it was openly declared, okay? And the G20 people, the G20 is the financial district of the United Nations. It consists of 19 countries, and the 20th country is the whole European Union, so basically there's 29 countries that belong to the G20. All trying to bring in a global currency. Also all proven biblical prophecy to be true. And this is all people why you've been sleeping. Quarantine law, this is S2028. It's from Massachusetts. Granting the governor, Patrick DeVault, dictatorial powers to, anytime he sees fit, to declare martial law on the American people. And under this bill, you will be confined to your home or your work, wherever you are, quarantined there, forced inoculations, with this whole swine flu scam. It's all it is, a scam. We're going to cover that too. Openly stating that you will be quarantined to your home. Military and police of any capacity comitatus in the Constitution will prohibit military from policing on American soil. Stating that you will be quarantined to your house. And here's the key points on the martial law forced inoculations. Number one, the state can enter your home